But even without all the surveillance data, investigators had Craig's phone, which essentially became a tracking device. They were able to track cell tower phones from Craig's phone and use them to build a timeline of what happened after the murder. Craig's phone stayed at his townhouse all day on July 19th. Then
All right, y'all. Oh, there's 21 people here. Right on. I was still setting this up. I didn't know anybody was even here. Thanks for coming in and checking it out. We're going to be shooting the deer seeker outdoors. I think it's also known as the Raptor. 45 pounds, 28 inches. With my draw, it is 43 pounds. So we're going to do this Arrow Time app again because I totally messed up when I set up the stats or whatever for this bow. I had it a 7-inch draw. I was thinking brace height for some reason. I saw brace height, so totally messed that up. So we're going to redo it. I'm going to get 10 shots from 10 yards. Plus, the last time I tested this was at 5 yards. So we're going to test it at 10, then I'm going to scoot back to 20. We're going to run 10 through it, or at least we're going to shoot till we get 10. It catches 10 shots, so we get a good average. Because I just got a couple strings for my new longbow, and I'm supposed to test them out to decide which one I like the best. So I'm going to use this to see if there's a difference between the speed in the two different strings, because we already have speed, the arrow speed for D97 string. So when I switch to the other two strings, I'll use this app also at 10 and 20 yards to determine if it changes any, depending on what string I'm using. It probably will, but we're going to try this first. I went from 24 to 5. Not a lot of people interested in the AeroSpeed app, which you should be because it's free. And this app, I'm sure, will help a lot of people in the field. I'm even getting comments. Yeah, we're living live. What's up, Mission? Hello, Mike. Hello, Rome. Thanks for staying in here to watch this, you guys. So, we got to hit arm. We're at 10 yards. We're not going to be focused on accuracy. We're just going to hit the bag. We're shooting to get readings. Once I get 10 at 10 readings at 10, we'll move back to 20. Get 10 readings at 20, and then we'll just do some shooting. Maybe grab one of the other bows and just do some shooting. Really appreciate you guys coming in here. Give me a thumbs up if you would. Help get this whole live going. It's only my second live ever, so there's probably going to be some screw ups, you guys. And also, I'm new at this, so I'm learning the hill style aiming technique or shooting technique, however you want to say it. It's an instinctive, quick release technique. A lot of people, and I appreciate all the comments, but some people are saying, you know, you need to quit snap shooting. Which I know it looks like I'm snap shooting, but I promise you guys, I'm touching anchor. And as soon as I hit anchor, I release. I'm not thinking about it. I'm not trying to, you know, make any kind of corrections. Once I get to here, I'm letting her go. Snap shooting is before you hit anchor. It can also be, I guess, a fast release, but I'm not snap shooting, you guys. So I got to be careful I don't hit my... Oh yeah, we got to arm this dude. So I'm probably going to end up getting out a shot. I could probably move this over a little bit. We're armed. I didn't change anything. It should work. It's pretty quiet out here. Nice. Get ready. 10 yards, let's go. My elbow hurting a little bit. Only picked up one shot so far. Dang it. Only one shot. We're supposed to stop it and arm it again. I bet we are. I bet I messed up again already. Negative, Ghost Rider. It's only read one shot. Now, I heard this thing actually works better. The further away you get, the better it works. That's why I decided to go for the 10 and 20. Mission Discover. I don't know if he's still in here, but he's also trying out this app, and he's been working with it a little bit. And he said it works real good for him at 30. But I'm thinking he's using his compound bow. So I need this thing to get another reading. Maybe, but I need to scoot it back. Let's get it back here where it's, I don't have to see it till after the shot. Not reading. Oh, longbow might be too quiet, you guys. That happened last time. She's too quiet. Too quiet. So I gotta shoot them strings for 2 days, old Thorny Anthony Forfair. Thorny. He said, each string, 7 days. So he's trying to make me practice. little scattered out, but I'm not really focused on aiming. I don't know why it's not getting, but I'll tell you what, that's already, just that one reading is faster than what my average was. It's faster. So definitely made a difference, you know, setting it up right, setting the app up correctly. You know, a lot of y'all know, some of you don't. But I live in the trailer hood, and I'm telling you, you never know what's going to happen. So the other day, literally 2 days ago, I'm sitting on my couch watching YouTube archery videos and, you know, just a bunch of crap. But, well, the archery videos aren't crap. The other stuff I was watching was crap. But, my ring notification goes off from my doorbell camera. So I touch it real quick. First thing pops up, I see two little knuckleheads running off my porch. And I know who they are. One of them's the same fella got him a bow and arrow and started shooting bow and arrow. Got him one of them little suction cup ones. And so I jumped up and got to the door before they got out of my yard. Dave's running. The oldest one, he's grinning, he's laughing. So I knew what was going on. I knew what they was doing. And I said, hey, what are you boys doing? They stopped. 7 and 4. That's the ages. And I said, what are you boys up to? Oh, we was just door knocking. I said, well, I said, I remember doing that and it's kind of fun. I said, but you gotta be careful. Somebody might get aggravated. I said, I don't care, I think it's funny. I said, but you boys be careful who you're door knocking. So anyways, they run off. They're laughing. No harm, no foul. Well, it's about, I don't know, maybe 2 hours later. Had to be at least a couple hours later. I see someone, camera goes off again. Someone's pulled into my driveway. So I get up. I look out the door, and it's the trailer hood manager. I'm like, uh-oh. And she ran behind my shed. I'm like, well, I wonder what's going on. So I go outside, and I'll wait to see what she's doing. She gets done, she's walking back to her vehicle. I'm like, hey, what's going on? What happened? She said, oh, someone was out here playing with the lighter. I said, oh, really? She said, yeah, you know, them little ones living over here. I said, oh, yeah. I said, I know them. I said, I told them they could play in my little camping area, my game camera spot. Ooh, drilled that rabbit. Wasn't trying, but I did anyway. And I figured that'd help them stay out of trouble, you know. I said, there's nothing back there. that they can mess up or tear up. This thing definitely isn't going to get readings while I'm talking, so we're going to abandon ship on this. I'm just going to shoot you guys. Awesome screensaver. Cracked my screen on the first YouTuber rendezvous I went to. Just get that dude out of the way. Now we can just focus on shooting. And anyways, I'm like, oh yeah, I know who they are. I know what's up. I told her, I said, listen, don't be hard on them. They're just little. We're talking 4 and 7. They've been up on my porch aggravating me all day. I said, and I enjoy it. I enjoy it. I like getting up and running after them. It gives me something to do. I said, so take it easy on them. They're just little. She's like, oh yeah, they're not bugging you? I was like, oh no. No, they don't bug me. I told them they can play in my yard, do whatever they want. They want to shoot at my targets, whatever. Well, so there's 3 of them. 2 boys and a little girl, and the girl, she's right in the middle. So it's 7, 6, and 4. And she come up, she's eating blackberries. So my front porch has a pretty nice blackberry bush growing right at the corner. It's kind of annoying, but my daughter likes them, and apparently the hood kids like them. So I was like, well, I won't cut them down. And right over there, you guys see the redneck Taylor Hood target range I got set up? Right behind those targets is another big blackberry patch. And so I showed that to them. They was in there, I think, yesterday. I don't know how many stickers they got in them, but they cleaned out the blackberries. And, you know, so no harm, no foul for me. I enjoy having them around while my kids are growing up, you know. My grandkids, they're an hour away. So no biggie. Well, she's acting like there's some people complaining about it, about them little kids, which there probably are. Some people, you know, they're sleeping because they work at night and during the day when them little ones are out there playing and hollering and screaming and raising Cain. It probably scares them. And so they wake up thinking something bad's going on. So then they get aggravated when they realize it's just a bunch of little kids being loud. So then they call the Taylor Hood manager and start snitching everybody out. Because they're aggravated. So I tried to take up for them. And it worked. She's like, all right. I said, listen. I said, I'll go have a talk with them. They know me. They like me. They've been aggravating me for a week. Picking on me and tormenting. I said, I'll talk to them. Don't worry about it. She said, well, the reason I come over here is I got a call that they was under them blue spruces with a lighter trying to start a fire. I said, do what? She goes, yeah. She said, I don't know if I should tell you who it was. I said, I already know which one it was. You ain't got to tell me nothing. I said, don't worry, I'll take care of it. I said, their dad, he's always working and tired. You know, he lets them go outside and play, which is a lot more than what most parents do nowadays. It's all right, I'll take care of it. She said, all right, I'll let you take care of it. So she leaves, and I walk straight over because they're right on the other side of these blue spruces. So I walk up to the blue spruces and I say, hey, I call their names out. I just say their names out loud. Nothing scream it, just out loud. They was right there playing. Here they come. They jumped up, come running to me. What? What's going on? What do you want? What do you want? I said, who had the lighter? Boy, they started stuttering, him hawing. They didn't want to say, which was cool. They didn't want to snitch on each other. Something about that when it comes to siblings. You got to look out for each other. Nothing happened, so they didn't figure anything was bad. Well, I said, listen. I said, ain't no sense in y'all fibbing. I said, I already know who had the lighter. I said, I want to know where you got it from and if it works. It don't work. It don't work. I said, where'd it come from? We just found it. I was like, okay. I figured that one wasn't going to go far. I wasn't going to get much intel. Because to them, they did just find it. They're not fibbing. So, I said, which one of you was trying to start the fire? Man, they start stuttering again. They're not really wanting to say. I said, I think I know who did it. And that's when the oldest one, he stepped up, which I knew he would. Because he already has before. He's the one that threw eggs on my Viking chair in my SQUATCH camp. He busted some eggs on my chair. And he said, when I went out there, I already knew who did it then too. And I said, all right, who broke the egg on my chair? This one, he's 7. He goes, I ain't gonna lie to you. He said, I ain't gonna lie to you, I did it. I said, okay, thanks for being honest. Don't do it again. It's gonna draw flies and maggots and it's gonna start stinking and none of us want to hang out back here. He's like, all right, never happened again. So, the lighter situation, same thing. I said, which one of y'all trying to start that fire? They stuttered around a little bit, but I made eye contact with each one of them. And finally, the oldest one, he goes, I ain't gonna lie to you. I said, well, I'm glad. I said, I figured you wouldn't. He said, it's empty. It don't work. It just sparks. I said, I understand it just sparks. I said, I'll tell you what, that's all it takes is a spark. You didn't know that? No. So, you know, he probably didn't. He's only 7, just turned. So he's probably thinking that you have to have a flame. He don't know about sparks. So, had to hold that one a little bit because my arrow came off my rest. Had to adjust my hook while I was in draw. But anyways, did it again. I'm overhooking with that index finger. But anyways, he fessed up and I got on to him. I didn't get on to him. I just told him not to be doing that. It's dangerous. And he'll end up hurting somebody. That fires are really dangerous. Okay, I won't never do it again, he said. And the thing is I believe him. I don't think he will do it again. He even told me one day He said, I know we can't do nothing wrong when we're in your little camp because of that camera. I said, yeah. I said, you're right. I said, I'll see everything that happens. I don't know what you're doing. I said, you know I'm watching you while you're doing it. You know, I haven't read the comments. I just been talking and shooting. Sorry about that. Hello, everybody that's joined in. Minnesota Mike has a new channel. Well, I wonder why. Hey, Backwoods. That's my number one supporter when it comes to my stories. He loves my stories, and I love it. I love it that they help him. And I'm sorry, man. I'm trying to tell a story while I'm shooting. Trailer hood story right now, live action. Let's go. Paw Place, man. I like watching your videos. I like how you make your own music. That's nice. Yeah, they will learn a lot from me. I don't want to be too hard on them. I remember how it was. Me and Hey Glenn, me and my brothers, man, we was experts at raising Cain. We didn't take it easy on nobody. I'll tell you what, the little town we grew up in, everybody knew us. Me and my brothers, the Cooper boys. Yeah, we had that kind of reputation, y'all. We was always into something. Nothing like serious criminal, which, I mean, I did get put on probation a couple times. Juvenile probation, that'll happen sometimes. But I'm glad they did too, because probably would have never straightened up. When you grow up in a one-horse town, and the only cop is riding that horse, it's hard not to get in trouble. You get bored and you just gotta have something to do. So, you go get in trouble. It was stuff like going to the junkyard and taking all the keys out of the junk cars and hiding them. That's the kind of stuff we did. And yes, that happened. That's a true story. Yep, coffee cans full, keys. We was little. We figured cars were junk. They don't need the keys. We didn't think about opening the trunk, or maybe the ignition was good. That was a good part. We just figured they's junk. We could take the keys and not get in trouble. Well, the short end of that story is we definitely got in trouble. And we had to take every one of them keys and put them back. I'll tell you what, it took us way longer to get the right keys in the right car than it did to take them. That was a lesson learned the hard way. Yep. But them little kids over here, I think it's great. I like hearing them. There's one across the road right now. His mom and dad, they just got home. He's a little guy. He looked like he's only about 3. Long hair. Cool looking little kid. He was happy. My target's falling off. I made these targets for the 6 and 10. Losing 6 arrows in 10 rounds at 15 yards. I tried it. Didn't do very good at all. Said I was going to come up to 10 and do it. Don't feel like doing it right now. I think we'll take some random yardage shots. So those targets are all offset just a little bit. Not a lot. I even have one out there tied up to a rope. Try doing a swinging shot. I don't know if I'll try it yet. right? Like, whew, that one makes me nervous, y'all, for real. That makes me nervous. But, so, from here, the yellow bag is 10 yards. The one next to it, 15. The one back behind it's just not even a yard behind it, so maybe 16. I'll grab my yardage pro just to check. Because I made some different areas, like put cones down. We need to scoot back to 20. Let's scoot back to 20 before I start messing around with the random. Scoot back, just warm up at 20, then we'll go to shooting random targets. But I want to see what the distance is. I didn't yard them earlier. Boy, that's hard to do when the sun's right in your eyeball. 14 to the Folgers, the coffee can target. It's saying 14 to the other one. Well, when I hit the foam, it says 15. So it's just a foot this side of 15, the actual target is. Maybe a foot and a half. All right. Scoot back to 20 and let's shoot that bag target. I'm really excited there's people in here and I can see the chat this time. I'm sorry I'm not reading the chat, you guys. People in here. Hey, there's my daughter. Do something crazy, she said. Oakley said that. That's my granddaughter. She probably did say that. Oakley. No, Grandpa's not going to do nothing crazy. Not unless Oakley's going to buy Grandpa coming up. And then I'll just start sending them through the woods. I don't care. I'm a grown man. All right, that's 20. I got the widow out here too. We're going to move this a little off to the side because, gosh dang it, I'd hate to be looking at it when I take a shot and accidentally send an arrow through it, because that's exactly how my brain works. Yeah, we'll fling some through this. I'm just going to practice as long as I can. I appreciate everybody that come in to watch and hang out and talk and chat. If there's any archers in here, there's one right there. Answer questions for me, man. If any of you guys, thank you, Backwoods. Thank you, everybody that's giving me props. He said, not a new channel, just a different account. Better give him a new lighter. No, Mike. No, I'm not giving him a new lighter. Look at you. Backing up into, yeah. You guys inspire me. Ozark's Traditional and the other guys I watch, they're like Anthony Forfair, Hyper Hunter. They're like, scoot back, you're doing good. And other couple guys that I don't know yet. You're doing good. Don't worry, just keep shooting at 20. They're doing her. So we will, and I'll tell you what, if this is 20, that farther target, either one of them other two targets, close to 25, right? So, to my daughter, Mrs. Rainey, me shooting 20 and 25, that is doing something crazy. Just saying. Gotta be neighborly. All right. Sun is right in my eyeballs, man. You guys see me still? 20 yards at the yellow bag. Let's go. To the right, way right. Okay, so last time I was shooting, there was something I noticed. And it was when I went from 10 to 15, I kept shooting low. So what I was doing was actually taking a sight picture. So when I got a good shot at 10 yards, I kept every shot after that, I was trying to match that sight picture. Instead of looking at the target, I had this like blurred or let's say a light overlay my last shot, and I was trying to line them up. I'm trying to come up and put that. So I got to look at the target every time and not take that, mind picture, not take that picture and hold it and try to match it. I got to look at the target. Low. See, I just did it. I was looking. I was all over looking. And I was worried about where my bow window was at. And I need to just draw and just shoot. Look at my target, draw and shoot. Just because I heard usually at about 20 yards, somewhere between 20 and 30 with most traditional bows, I heard they'll be almost right on. If you're like aiming down your arrow or whatever, they'll be almost point on. So I need to quit thinking about that, because that's what's making me want to look in my sight window. I need to just focus on the center black dot. And shot right over that thing. Danged it. Son of a... Luckily it went straight. There's a straight line, so I should be able to find it. Might have hit a tree and stopped. Okay. Look at the target. Just look at your target. Alright. Slow down a little bit. Boom. A little low, but close to the center. Yep, here we go. Whole new distance, whole new game. Plus, that bow's shooting slower than all my other bows. So, let's see. If I'm lucky, I'll be able to see the arrow from here, but I don't. It's a under the leaf arrow. Might have to go get a rake. Or come out here and find it tomorrow when there's a little more light. Man, it should almost be right on this trail. There's no way it went this far. I can't stay back in here too long because skeeters are gonna find me and attack. Yeah, I might have to abandon this search till tomorrow. I don't know how it got through all these trees. Bad luck. And that dude could have, it was kind of high. It could have went further back here maybe. Maybe if I'm lucky, one of the raccoons will find it tonight and drag it out for me. Yeah, I'm done looking for it. I'll come back and find it manana. Luego. All right, I'm down to 5. I got more in the house, but I've got arrows out here too with my other 2 bows. I'll get a rake out there tomorrow. We'll find her. Was it the one that was, oh, I was hoping it was the one that was messed up already. Wasn't. Okay. I saw that when it sparked, went that way. Total miss. Again. I think I might be getting some kind of target panic or something. Negative. I just wasn't ready, I guess, and let her go. Low. I'm out of my zone, y'all. Low. Low. That one almost went under the target. So I'll get it dialed in. Shooting like a foot low. Shooting over and missing. Wow. What a psychological effect that has on you. I mean, that is putting some doubt in my brain. I saw that. That arrow hit a rock. Ricocheted right. I'll tell you, it's hard to see that yellow and white in here when there's not very much sunlight going on. So we're down to 4 until further notice. I'll find them tomorrow. Ain't no sticker bush. Let's get up. Let's try to get dialed in a little bit better. You know, I could take my big target. No, I'll just leave the right there. Maybe that'll be my trick shot for my granddaughters. Trying to hit that rabbit at 25 yards. Whew, that's way out of my league. That's why I buy a dozen. I know, right? Tony? How's it going? Yeah, they will, Pawpaw. Take care of them leaves for me. No doubt. And then I'll have to pay the fire truck. Thank you, everybody, for coming in here, too, man. I appreciate it. I didn't think anybody'd show up. I figured at least a handful. I mean, there's a handful of y'all out there. I've seen a couple that aren't really into archery. Just more about my stories, and they're showed up anyways, you know. That made me feel pretty good. I'm going to shoot these 4 through this slow bow, and then we're going up, grabbing one of them other bows. Got a little more speed to them. We'll lose some of them arrows. And just so you know, I think I have these arrows. They're like $31 a dozen, 32 bucks. I think I have them on my Amazon wish list. Just saying, you know, if somebody out there is like, man, I'd really like to get him something. Arrows be a good idea. I'm obviously losing them. Low, 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 low. How low can you go? So if I try to hit that rabbit, it's probably gonna, I might get it from a ricochet because there's a high bank. So I might actually shoot low enough that it ricochets off that bank. Boom! Maybe, I don't know. I should have went back in, rehooked, redrawn. All right, we're gonna just, no mess around, just, we're gonna lose this arrow too. I think she's about 2 inches from the bullseye. See what I mean? Every shot I've been talking, thinking. That time I said, reboot, just drew and let go. Man, that's what makes this fun, because it's challenging. Sometimes it don't make any sense. See, I was thinking, I was trying to pull that sight window up again, and I just let go. As soon as the thought happened, I let go and I shot way high. All right, we're putting this one back. We're gonna set this one down, and I don't know, let's grab the widow. Let's switch over to a recurve. That sounds fun. A little different, little different style. I almost feel like I should put some kind of backstop back here, man. That's what I'm gonna do, man. I'm moving this bag over to this spot right here. Hopefully that will stop me from, that's my whammy target. Press your luck. Might be fun, huh? Make some coffee on my stick stove. Fling some arrows early in the morning. Just a thought. Oh, you know what? That's not 20 no more. We're not in Kansas no more. So we're looking at almost 25, 24 yards. Let's send it. I'm glad I put it in front of that box. Shot to the right, but the range distance, the elevation was pretty close. Shooting to the right. There we go. There we go. It's low, low. But it's in their target. That one was low, to the right again. To the right again. I see it. But I don't need to be seeing it. I need to just need to stop doing that. Need to quit taking that mental picture. way left. Didn't lose any arrows though. Did not lose any arrows. Let's take a shot at that black target, that little square target. I got that set up to hang out of the tree. Let's set it, let's get it to hanging. And when I end this, we'll take the final shot at that thing. I don't want to hang it too high, you guys, because I don't want to shoot over everything. Simple knot, you guys. Nothing fancy going on over here. Matter of fact, it's kind of a trucker hitch, half hitch. Kind of mixed them up. All right, so we got a challenge shot set up. Yeah, challenge. Oh yeah, my bow's over here. Challenge shot. Not yet. I don't even know how long I've been doing this. The windows are tinted like maybe he works for the FBI. Doubt it. How long we been at it? Almost an hour. Yeah. He said my cant will probably be a little different. Aim small, miss small. Concentrate on a quarter size spot on the target. Yes, sir. I love getting advice for real. Yeah. Trying to throw you off every time. Get them at Midwest Archery, Glenn. That's good. I mean, I don't really have a place around here to get that stuff anymore. When I lived in Springfield, it wasn't an issue. I went to a bow shop in Springfield, bought stuff. And he said my cant will probably be different. I want to show you guys something. You see the grip on this recurve? See that? Well, it's narrow, small. So, I know we're getting off subject real quick, you know. But I want to show you guys. And it makes this recurve a little different than your typical recurve, in my opinion. So look at this. See that? That grip is not a big meaty grip like your typical longbows. Different for sure, right? Can't maybe, I don't know. Because maybe he's saying that's why I was shooting right. Because the cant will be different. Well, I need to get some limb tip protectors too. But, you know, maybe that's why. And I didn't think about that, Tandy. Because you're probably right. Because of the overall design and how it flings the arrow. The cant could be different for sure. Let's try to make it not as strong. I think I was putting a pretty, let's try going a little, maybe a little straight, not quite straight up, but let's see, I don't know. Shot high, but when I got done, I was holding on to it like, When I shot my compound, I used one of them wrist slings. That's how I held it. When I drew my compound, that's how I was holding it. With just these two fingers. I never held it with these fingers, just these two. I'd draw and shoot and it'd go. It'd come right back. So smooth. Everything was so smooth. That thing's so accurate. This time I need to hold on to my bow. The camp, I don't know if I changed it because I wasn't thinking about it. But I definitely shot more dead center, but low. Same thing, but shot low. I'm getting a little excited on my release. That's why we practice. Ooh! Did you guys see the dirt fly up? I buried that one under the target. All right, let's bring it up. Let's reboot. Still low. I think I got target panic. Is that what's? Am I worried? I think I'm worried, you guys. Cinder. Worried. I was worried. I keep thinking I'm gonna miss, or I'm shooting low. And so I just keep shooting low. I don't really. I think I know what target panic is, but I'm not like 100% sure what it is. Oh, they all hit the bag. Well, two hit the box behind it, but we're in the meat somewhere. Boy, down there where it don't get hit very often. Sticks in there pretty good. We're gonna switch over to the Montana here in a little bit, because I'm telling you guys, that's my favorite one. I know you Black Widow guys out there and gals are probably like, what? Sacrilege. What? I don't know, man. That longbow, I just feel different when I shoot it. I like this one, don't get me wrong. It's plenty fast enough and whatnot. But it's heavier. I don't know. I love the bow. I love it. Look at it. It's beautiful. But being my go-to, like when I want to go hunting, I don't know, man. This thing's definitely going to be better in the woods. And you know what? Did I come out on my release? Did I pluck a little bit? Gotcha, Ozark. When you get past 20, the bottom starts to fall out. Well, that's definitely what's going on. This is flat bottom gal right here. We gotta write the whole Queen song over. All right, here we go. We'll shoot these three, then we're switching over. So when I redirect, do something, come back, that sight picture's gone. I was thinking about that one, you guys. I missed. No excuses, but I overthought it. Here we go. way off. All right. The bad part about this is I need to reposition myself to shoot at that swinging target, which I'm not going to shoot at it swinging yet, guys. I would at a closer range. Get up closer, we'll swing it. Because I actually have my 7 and 14 yard setup for, like, that's the 2 main ranges I would be shooting somewhere between 14 to 0 when I'm hunting right back there. Like right back there, you guys, is where I'll be hunting. Little patch of woods right there behind my targets. Yeah, and actually over there, it's just strip. All right, I'm grabbing the bamboo, the Montana, when I come back, and we'll scoot up. Well, no, I'll send some from 20 with the Montana too. But it's not going to be long, and I'm going to have to call it a night. You guys let me know in the comments if you want me to do a morning shoot, and you guys can watch me make a fire, primitive. Not no ferro rod neither. It's not primitive. That's modern. That's modern campcraft. I'm going to use. Can't really call it primitive, but it's kind of primitive. Flint and steel. To start the fire, we'll use my little Stanley French press, make me some coffee, do a little chit-chatting, maybe let you guys decide what bow you want me to shoot first, pick a yardage and all that, you know, be a little more interactive. Haven't been that interactive. I'm new at this live stuff. Glenn, that's probably going to make me more nervous. Just saying. Got you, Tradition. Got you, Tandy. So, let's see how this longbow reacts. See how quiet it is. And then also, the next time I'm on here shooting this, it'll have a different string on it. I can't remember the names of the strings, like what the material Tandy knows. Maybe he can put it in here. 6 something, and then the 833 159er. I don't know. I can't remember. But Anthony Forfair, he makes the strings, and he's hooking me up, man. What a great guy. I'm not kidding. I don't know if you're watching, Tony, but if you're watching, Tony, I appreciate you. Big guy. Well, Montana sent it right over everything. It must be shooting a little bit faster, you guys, or something. A little bit faster. I can't believe I did that already. Low. I think I need to go back to 15. Shoot at 15, get warmed up, take 1 step back, shoot maybe 50, 100 arrows, 1 step back, work back to 20. You know, I'm jumping yardage here. Doesn't really allow my brain to learn all these different distances that I really need to know. I'm missing because I suck at 20. But I'm just saying, I know from watching other videos it's better to, especially with instinctive shooting, it's better to ease your way back. But here we go. Almost sent that one over the top too. So there's big difference between each bow, which means I really probably shouldn't be jumping around with bows. Because that's going to make it harder to learn. Right? I think. Now you guys see that? Yeah. Squatch camo. Woodsman Squatch camo. See if I can find that arrow. Hopefully there's enough brush. It went straight over the top. It has fletchings that are quite a bit brighter. There it is. It did not go far. You know what? I think I spotted one of my other arrows too. Negative, Ghost Rider. 'Cause I got two back here, don't I? Two of the yellow and white ones. Yeah, I do. My neighbor, he gets a hold of me last night, and I'm like, "What's up?" He's like, "Hey, you want that little tree out there by your porch?" I'm like, "Nope." He got a little battery-operated chainsaw. He come over, we cut her down. Sycamore, or I mean, sassafras. I said that last night too, calls it a sycamore. You know, sassafras. Appreciate everybody watching. 12 thumbs up. Man, I'm big time. 12 thumbs up, dang. We're getting her done. All right. I'm shooting a rabbit. I'm going for the rabbit. Let's go small. Small target. It's got a 2 1/4 inch sticker on it that I can see real good. And it's real low to the ground already, so should work out. Let's do her. I might end up hitting that cone. It's right in line. About 18 inches high, maybe 20, 24 inches to the left. Way off. All right. That's old memory foam mattress. It's only about 2 inches thick. That's what's inside that big box target I made. My daughter didn't want it on her bed no more, so I recycled it. Ooh. We're going for the rabbit still. Pretty sure I killed the rabbit. Come on, we're going. I'm taking you. I did not want to do this one time. I did not want to move this camera. But I think I killed it. I don't know for sure. But from back there, it looks like I got a kill shot on it. Oh, native Ghost Rider. I mean, if it had a broadhead on it, with a broadhead or maybe even a judo point, maybe. Dang, I'm proud of that shot though, you guys. I know there's probably gonna be a naysayer out there. Or way off, it wouldn't have killed it. I think it would have, because I'm pretty sure right there, if anything, it would have broke its neck. Just saying. When you technical. That's a neck breaker all day, especially with a judo point. Snapping necks, taking names. Let's go. Okay. Nice. Let's try it again. High. Not as high. I can see what Tandy's talking about. So I normally don't ever see that or even pay attention to it. But those arrows with the orange fletchings, I can see them way better for some reason. I can really see them. So I can see it dropping in. At 10 and 15, you don't see that. At 20, you see it a little bit. Not much. But that, I'm seeing that drop in. Oh, it took his ears off. Why am I missing an arrow, you guys? Did I leave one? Did I lose one of these already? No, I thought I had all of them. See, I got 5. I should have 6. I'll have to watch this over, I guess, because I remember I shot over and I found that one. Oh, I bet it's under the target. I think I hit one that was real low. I'll try to find it real quick. If I can't find it real quick, we'll just shoot the 5. I'm going to scoot up. I'm starting to get tired. I ain't trying to lose all my arrows. There it is. All the way under. Down under. Alright. So that's 7 right there. That puts me at, that one would be 14. I think this one might be 14. I think that one's 14 to the targets, the big targets. Man, I'm holding 6 strong. You guys are awesome. Man, there must not be anything to do. I mean, like absolutely nothing, no yard mowing or nothing for y'all to be watching me like this. Appreciate it. That also will boost a man's confidence, or a woman, whatever. Alright, we're doing the rabbit 6 more times. I'm going to shoot that rabbit, because we only killed 1. In my book, we killed 1. And we need to take out at least 2 to make a good meal. I was going to say something else, but my my buddy and friend and brother in Christ, Randy. You don't really like it when I say it, so anybody who knows knows. Two's just enough. Sent one under the targets. You guys remind me that. Remind me this time, so I'm not walking around like a chicken with his head cut off. I'm trying to figure out where my arrow's at. That was low, but that rabbit wouldn't be going far. I scared it back this way. I'll tell you what, Hyper Hunter, he's out there 30 yarding it, 25 in it, 20, just all over the place, riding his bike back and forth. I need to get my mower going, you know, take my mower down there, bring it back. That was me. You guys probably seen it. I don't think I even like anchored proper or nothing. I don't know. I'll have to watch it. Okay. I'm not focusing. I'm not looking right at my... I need to stare a hole through that thing. I need to send my arrow through it. I don't know. It might be a headshot. It's not what I was looking for, but it could be the second dead rabbit. I'm not bringing the camera. I got no reason to fib. No second rabbit. Put a hole through its ears. That was about it. That 2-inch piece of memory foam slows them arrows down real nice. Okay, rabbit's over. Let's move up and see if we can kill the rabbit. Let me, because honestly, I would never shoot at a rabbit at 25 yards. That's ridiculous for me. For other guys, maybe. Not me. Okay, so this is 20 yards on the rabbit. The hanging target's 18. So we're scooting up to 20. Oh, let me see what it is. Let's get the range from back here on the rabbit. See where we was at. 24. Not quite 25 yards. Close enough. All right. I'm jumping up to the next cone, you guys. Man, I just keep finding new archery channels too. That is so cool, man. So many people out there shooting traditional archery. It's cool. If you fling them, they will come. All right. So this is actually 20, and then that little hanging target is 18. But you know, that hanging target, I need to be more at an angle when I go to shoot at it. But if I get over too far, it blocks out the rabbit target. So you know what? We're in this an hour and 10 minutes. It's hard to retain. Oh no, more than that. My math ain't mathing. 20 minutes, hour and 20 minutes. Most people's attention span is over way before that. So we're going to get, I'm on a little bit of a mound right here too, which makes it kind of cool. We're going to get right here. Let me see. This will be my mark. You guys can still see the targets. Yes, good enough. Pretty much put my arrows where my cone would. Alright. So this gives me a good angle on both yon targets. You guys still see them? Yeah, think so. Yep. Alright. Neighbor just come out, I'll wait. Don't want to be flinging arrows down range, y'all. Give me time to read some comments. Thanks everybody. Spectra, yeah, 652 Spectra. 652 Spectra fast flight and a 8125 Dyneema. Am I saying that right? Yes, I got those two for the Montana. Those will probably be the next. I'll have probably try to incorporate shooting both strings in one video. Try to do the app speed, arrow speed, see the difference. I don't know, we'll see. Might just do it live and fling 500 and say there's, you know, I like it, or if I don't. I don't even know how many arrows I've shot so far today. Been a good practice though, having fun. I'm surprised my mic's still working. Mic's still working? Too hot? A brace of conies would be great. Okay, if you say so. If you say so, Tandy. All right, we're going to go for the rabbit. 20 yards. Let's go. Big difference between 20 and 25. Under it. Do you guys see the sparks? You guys ever heard that saying? Kick rocks and make. Oh, and I got one in the hiney. Put one in the rear end. Yes, sir. But I only hit the rabbit twice. I thought I hit it 3 times. I did not. 2 times. Spine and butt. Which, with judo points, I think I'd have probably at least been able to get another shot on the rabbit. Because it wouldn't have run far. It would have stopped. Reposition. Maybe even get a little closer to finish it off. Alright. We're going for the hanging target. And then I'm read the comments. Hey Connie. Yeah, I didn't like post it like in advance or whatever, because I don't know how to do none of that stuff yet. So I just like went live. I've tried to set it up for, you know, later time or whatever, scheduled live, but I mess it up every time. So hanging target. Let's go. I don't know which dot to shoot at. I'm just going to try to shoot between all three of them. Missed it to the right. Okay. Now she's moving, boys and girls. Now she's moving. Ooh, missed it bad. I didn't get the anchor or nothing. I got excited on that one, y'all, because it's moving. I didn't take my time. Missed it just barely. Oh, come on, we got to get one more in there. Missed it just barely. Oh, nicked it. Let's see if I can spot that arrow. One thing about it is that target's low, so missing it through that brush. That arrow actually shouldn't have went that far. I'm lucky I'll spot it from here. I'm not feeling real lucky right now. All right. 3, 4. Oh. We got one more in the dirt down here, or what, y'all? I think we must have. Man, you can hear them tips when they're loose. They sure do give themselves away. Yep. Looks like I'll be hunting 3 arrows tomorrow. Danged it. I'll find them with a rake. Guarantee you. I'll mess around and find a copperhead if I ain't careful. Yeah, the angle is a little different too. Standing right there, shot right through there, at that high, it'll come right through here, right up in all these danged old blackberry bushes, and a brush pile, little brush pile back here. Tell you what, I got a $5 bill. And I think I know just the person to get up in there. You guys know what I'm thinking. A little fire starter. Yes, sir. Yep. I'll give him $5 to go in there and find all them arrows. He'll find them. I'll help him. But I'll let him find them. All right. I appreciate everybody coming in and taking the time to watch. Really appreciate it. It's only my second live. Pretty nervous about doing lives, but I want to say hello to my grandkids. Hi Oakley, hi Willow, and hey Cooper. I think Cooper's hanging out with his dad in a different state, but he might watch this. I love you guys. And to my daughter and son-in-law, I love you guys too, of course, naturally. Always have. I've known my son-in-law since he was a little trailer hood rat too, as a matter of fact. Yeah. I've known him since he was probably just a little bit bigger than the little fire starter I got. I think it's great. Him and my daughter hooked up. Had a beautiful grandbaby. Everything's going good for him so far. I mean, I'm sure it will forever, right? Like, it's supposed to be better. Anyways, appreciate everybody out there. You guys seen me messing up so bad, and it's gonna happen more. I didn't really let it get under my skin. A little bit I did. But I tried to laugh it off and squatch it. Keep on keeping on. Today has been all new for me. All these distances, 20 yards, I did it once, I think. Yeah, last time. But not for that long. I definitely didn't lose. I went from 12 to 9. That's fine. That's fine. The arrows I'm using are not that expensive, and when it gets down to the gritty, I'm sure I can get me some more. But don't give up. Don't quit. And if you're out there and you're having a bad day, call a friend. Call someone in your family. Even if you just send them a text, have them text back, just communicate with someone. And if you don't think you can communicate with someone you know or you're related to, communicate with a stranger you guys know. 988's the way to go. Especially for you veterans out there trying to find help. Hit 1. After you dial 988, smash the 1. You're going to get help, promise. But no matter what, don't give up. No one give up. Everyone out there is loved by me and by my Savior and Lord. God loves all y'all. Loves everyone. Even if you don't like him, love him, know him, don't want to know him, he still loves you, no matter what. So you can be sitting there hating everything and even hating God, but if you talk to him, he's still going to listen. He's still going to listen to you. Okay? He holds no grudges. All right? So, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Nobody's perfect. We all slip. I slip all the time. That's why I wear these Merrell shoes. They got that sticky traction, Keeps me from slipping so much, hey man. Gotta love God, man. You gotta give it to God. Give him all your problems. Okay, so I'm not gonna preach, even though that's one of the things I wanted to be when I was a little kid. Preacher, football player, or police officer. Didn't do any of it. Don't really care about football anymore. My dad was a police officer, so that's why I wanted to be a police officer. My uncle's a preacher. That's why I wanted to be a preacher. Didn't know anybody playing football. Only got to play it 1 year. Boom. That went out the window. So now I'm just a good old country boy, redneck. Living in a trailer hood. Learning how to shoot bows and raising my kids and grandkids the best I know how. And trying to let them know that God's the way to go. Okay? And I don't hold it against nobody. I don't judge on nobody. As long as you ain't hurt nobody, we're good. And if you do hurt somebody, you need to go find out what's wrong with yourself. Okay? Something wrong. Get over that. Don't hurt people. Be nice. Treat everybody exactly how you want them to treat you. Not how you are being treated, how you want to be treated. See, people get that all twisted up these days. That bugs me a lot. God loves you guys. I love you guys. Peace out.